Okay, so I'm a I'm a guy trying to learn the art of vintage electronics repair. It's something I kind of fell into just being a diehard lover of music and all things music related. I've always had awesome, well, in my opinion, I've always had relatively nice stereos, good sounding stereos. I've played in bands. Um, and later in life, I started to enjoy the finer things in life, I guess you could say, to sound cliche. One of those things being old vintage receivers. And I do a lot of repairs on stuff, but when I say repairs, I'm like the guy that can change spark plugs, change tires, change the starter, but has no idea how to change a transmission. I want to be that guy. I want to know how to. I want to be the guy on YouTube that's like, all right, we're going to rebuild this whole damn thing, and he does it in a 15-minute video. I can't wait to get myself to that point. I have this insatiable appetite to just obtain more. I just want to know it all. I want to know every aspect of vintage electronics and how they work and what makes things work, and how to fix them and troubleshooting. I just think it's so fascinating. And yeah, so having said that, I've just, each day I'm a little more intrigued. I'll be at work and the entire shift I'll think about, I wonder what's causing that amp to do this, or I wonder why this tape deck's doing that, or whatever. It's just, I don't know, I'm about to hit 40 and I just slowed down in life, and I just think the old shit my dad thought was cool, I think it's cool now. So the reason I'm making the video today is I was reaching out to the community for help. I got an SA 8500 and this SA 5500 II in a trade for a $15 equalizer. ADC. Funny, right? The 8500 works like a champ, and the 5500, I just gotten into it recently. When the guy wanted to make the trade, I just was like, you sure you want to do that? He's like, yeah, man, I really want that equalizer. Well, I wasn't going to tell the guy he was basically giving me $1,000 in amps. Give or take, yeah, I know. But hell, the 8500, they'll fetch 500 all day on eBay. But I'm not here to brag. I'm here to get help. So here's my problem. Turn it on nothing, first and foremost. But here's what I can tell you. All right. Power source is good. Fuses are good. But here's what I've noticed also. Power indicator light. And it could just be a bad bulb. Nothing. And you may or may not have noticed, listen, you're not going to hear music. Notice that you're not hearing anything? That's right. No relay. And one more observation I've made, and I could be wrong. Go ahead and bomb me in the comments if I am. I could be totally wrong. But just by looking at what's going on here, I assume, correct me if I'm wrong, and blast me if I am, that this is the power source capacitor or something of that nature. But if you look right down there, and it could be glue, I realize that as well. Let me grab my light. Do the extreme close-up for you guys. Is that glue or is that electrolytic fluid? What do you guys think? And if it is fluid, that could be indicative. That could be my problem, right? Do you guys recommend that I just swap that out? And I will use original Pioneer components. I am a purist in that regard. And I understand, they work in concert with each other and they're tuned, and I get that. I understand why you want to use original components. And my next question is it necessary to change all the capacitors if one is changed? And naturally, things are going to be compromised significantly if I introduce a different capacitor in here, with age, and, if I put one of these in here and it's like still kicking ass, is that going to compromise these any more than they already are? And yet, and eventually I do want to replace these because they're swollen, and it can't do anything but help the overall sound of this thing. The 8500 I'm going to keep. I'm going to use that as I'm building a all silver face Pioneer rig. As a matter of fact, Just got this today. It's the CT650. Beautiful. Pristine. Glows like a diamond. Because we all know how diamonds glow. Horrible analogy. Yeah, it was filthy when I got it. Filthy. See down here? You may not be able to see it, but here. I mean, just look how and I've cleaned that, but look at all that. There you go. Look at that. You know, if guys knew 20 years ago these things would be pulling in the cash they are, they might have taken better care of them. But at the same time, having said that, it amazes me when I see one of these things that's like pristine. Like, how the hell did you keep that thing so fresh? This one's not terrible. I mean, it's dusty. You got, there's the top. I can clean that up with a little TLC and a few tricks I got up my sleeve. Also, could it be an issue with the transformer? And I also realized that there could be something going on down here with the on and off switch. What should I... Help me get pointed the right direction here with comments, guys. What do you think I should do? I mean, I don't want to send it to a repair shop, 100 miles away, because there's only one every few hundred miles where there's some old dinosaur who still knows how to work on these damn things. Let's face it, we live in a disposable society. And it's a dying art. And that's also one of the things I find really compelling about it. Like, how many people still know how to can vegetables? How many people know how to work on these damn things? They're few and far between, man, and we're losing more and more every day. I don't want to sound stupid or poetic, but, like, people, and, within my, my community of friends and family, they're very well aware that I work on these things, and people contact me all the time. Hey, I heard you do this. I heard you do that. And, like, I'm novice at best. I'm also, everything I know is, a product of doing what you're doing right now, sitting on YouTube. There's a wealth of knowledge out there. I just want to know it all, though. I have this just desire to learn. I just find it so fascinating and rewarding. I'm going to be really rewarded if I can get this thing to work without paying some guy $500 to do it. Anyway, that's my shtick. I'm Corey. I just think old electronics are cool. If any of you like dudes floating around Audio Karma or any of those forums stumble across this video, find me on there. Corey Fellows. Swamp Thing. Drop comments below, and I don't give a shit about like my viewer ratings or anything like that. I literally am only making this video for help. I don't give a shit about subscriptions or any of that. Just drop me a comment and steer me a direction that might help. Thanks, guys.